One second. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Al-Shad, Rakatham, to all my brothers, Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alatham, Hashem Al-Shad, all my sisters, all right? This is I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis with the Brotherhood class. And today we are going to touch on a few things as far as appropriation, cultural appropriation, a few, famous cultural bandits. That's another thing that a lot of people don't know what that is, a cultural bandit, all right? Someone who steals someone else's culture.
Right.
Okay. So with that being said, the title of today's class is White America Loves Black Culture, but Not Black People. Okay, this is a very important topic because first things first, everybody know who Lil Nas X is, right? Lil Nas X, that's my nigga right there. See what I'm saying? He got great music besides Old Town Road. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for the EP to drop, sometime this month. You know what I mean? When I hear about how Black people are, taking country music, they're taking the not the blues, what is it called? Rock and roll, and all these other genres that are supposed to be white is what they say, but it's really ours.
Right.
See what I'm saying? I can name off of a few country singers that are very famous who just passed recently, who came up in the era of when country music was, profoundly Black. See what I'm saying? The blues, the jazz, the rock and roll. Everybody knew who Chuck Berry is. Chuck Berry got that famous inappropriate song. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Ding-a-ling. See what I'm saying? It was a song that had to do with women. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's funny though. Somehow it's a rock and roll song. You know what I mean? He was letting them know that he was slanging dangling out here. You see what I'm saying? But I can name so many. Cause I listen to a lot of music. You see what I'm saying? Everybody know who Frankie Lyman is, right? See what I'm saying? Y'all probably thinking like, I'm a kid up here talking about these people. I listen to old school music. See what I'm saying? Old school before my time. You know what I mean? For my generations. But long story short. We got these people out here who put on blackface, who no one really sees as people who's really taking the image of Black people and using it for their own gain and success and fame. You know what I mean? I'm gonna name a few examples and get into a dialogue about certain people. And if y'all have a few people that y'all know specifically who was profiting off of Black and Hispanics, y'all can chime in anytime. This is our class, all right? So first things first, I want to get into the article, then we want to get into the scriptures, and then we're just going to dialogue about this topic because this is something that is real. This is something that needs to be spread and talked about, okay? And this is what the class is going to be based off of. In the scriptures, we are going to show the glory of Black and Hispanic people, and we are going to show how the enemies have tried to take that away from us and how it has been, used in this earth. All right, so Jamal, I want you to go ahead and get started on that article.
Come. White America loves Black culture, but not Black people.
Right, so that's the title. You can search this up. I believe a sister by the name of Raquel White is a sister that, had this article. You see what I'm saying? Written last year, January? You see what I'm saying? And also, when you go to her whole website, her whole blog, there's many similar stories and articles concerning that topic. You see what I'm saying? A lot of great articles, by the way. Okay, keep going. Go ahead and get the part that I want you to get out: the appropriation of Black culture.
Culture appropriation occurs when a style leads to racist generalization or racial stereotypes. When it's originated but is deemed high fashion, cool, or funny. Right. When the privileged take it for themselves.
Right, when the privileged take it for themselves. These white people who are privileged and white, they take this as a joke. That's why a lot of people have fun doing blackface. Just recently, blackface was just done by a 14-year-old little girl at one of these North Carolina schools.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? this 14-year-old girl decided to do blackface and thought it was a joke. And everybody's trying to keep her safe, keep her image safe and her name out of the news articles, so that way she doesn't get expelled from the school. This is a 14-year-old girl. Oh, my bad, she's California. It's right near Crenshaw. See what I'm saying? Which is a white neighborhood. Okay, keep going.
What's her name again? Raquel.
Raquel White. Huh? Huh? No. I want you to get to the part when it says the title says Appropriation of Black Culture. That's what I want you to get.
Since America's conception, America has always admired.
No. I want you to read that title first. You see it? Big bold black letters.
American black.
No. The appropriation of black culture. You read that? When it says a black woman has been sick and tired of the ghetto, blah, blah, blah. You don't see that?
Okay.
Come, go ahead.
The appropriation of black culture. Black women have been stigmatized with the ghetto description for their hairstyle, big hoop earrings, long nails, glossy lips, clothes, etc.
Keep going.
All of these things, however, are becoming a trend. Why do we praise white women when they imitate our culture?
Keep going.
Let's be clear. Understanding that we should not be praising fish for swimming.
Now, the sisters using examples like, okay, you understand that these fish can swim, but we shouldn't be praising them. Why do these white women, why do they get praised for taking on somebody else's culture? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, General Hyman said something last week on the radio show, on Commander General YAHANNA's radio show, when he said how, pretty much, because of black people, Africa is popular. Because of the dances, because of the daishikis. Africans do not wear daishikis in Africa.
Right.
But the stupid, minded ones, the so-called, Somalians, they wear the daishikis because of black people. See what I'm saying? So, why is it that they get glorified like Kim Kardashian, and she goes on to give, example. Kim Kardashian, and Kylie Jenner and all these other, white people get glorified for the braids, for the breast, for the ass and things of that sort. You see what I'm saying? They look like a figure of what a representation of what a woman would look like.
Right.
Because, a black woman is born with hips and breasts and things of that sort. You got Becky over there just looking flat chested, looking like an iron board. You see what I'm saying? All right, so keep going.
It's a beautiful thing that white people are down. But what about those that aren't, who still appropriate black culture?
Right. For example, and she goes down a little bit more. If you keep reading, I believe she goes down more about actually keep reading. I'll break it down.
Black culture, but women like Kim Kardashian and the entire family love black men and appropriate black culture, but do they really care about black lives?
Right. So now, not only is she talking about the appropriation, but she's also talking about, the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Like, for example, when Black lives, being killed, Post Malone is not talking about Black lives. See what I'm saying? Kim Kardashian is trying to get herself in the jail system. What is that going to do? Trying to get niggas out of jail. You see what I'm saying? When I mean that's not helping. But she went to the devil. The devils are the devils. And who was that? Donald Trump.
Right.
Try to get niggas out of jail. I mean, that's not going to say. That's not showing even love to Black and Hispanics. The best thing that they can do is serve us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that a devil can do for us is serve us. You see what I'm saying? All those sobbing tears. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody honoring that. You see what I'm saying? These white people are fake and phony.
Right.
White people are the greatest actors on the face of the earth. And everybody knows it. That's why they are glorified. Everybody loves Johnny Depp. Everybody loves what's that name? What's that one dude off of Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Everybody loves white people, huh?
You talking about Triple X dude?
Triple X dude.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? Off of Crank.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, people love these white people. They are glorified all over the earth. But when it comes down to being a nigga, nobody wants to be a nigga.
Right.
They want to pretend like you.
Right.
They want to live your lifestyle. They want to think that they are like you.
Right.
And a lot of times they get the ignorance of what it means to be a nigga and use that perception to get the fame and the fortune. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
So it's like you said, they want to act like us, they want to dance and dress like us, but when it comes down to these black problems, though, nobody wants them though.
Nobody wants them. Not at all. Nobody want to be shot down. No one wants to be, racially profiled. Nobody wants that.
Right.
But they want the glory of the salt, the flavor, the style.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And once again, the privileged take it as a joke. And the white man is privileged. All white people are privileged, whether they know it or not. See what I'm saying? You got some white people who are at a status of knowing what the hell is going on, what their nation is doing. Then you have the lower class of white people who are as simple, as rocks, who are just dumb as shit, excuse my language.
Right.
Who don't know anything and who just thinks that everything is all right in the earth. Everybody loves each other, there's equality. That's where black people get it from.
Mm-hmm.
They get it from these dumb white people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why we end up we end up as simple. We learn from them and we get lied to and we get destroyed. We get killed behind these people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every white person is dangerous. Every one of them. Everyone cannot be trusted. You see how they show much glory and love to Nipsey Hussle. What do you think they did to white Jesus? The same thing.
Right.
And they're still doing that. And that's also something that we're going to get into as well. Not only did they, this is not new. The appropriation has never been something that just came out of the blue. It's been the same way for many, many years. All right? All right, let me see. You keep going on that.
Come on. Kim Kardashian recently posted on Snapchat telling black people to stop dragging Jeffree Star for his racist comment where he called black women nigger bitches.
Nasty bitches.
Oh, nasty bitches.
That's a lot. I thought it said the same thing. No, actually, wait. I think it is nigger bitches.
Yeah.
Nigger bitches, yeah. I think somebody else said nasty bitches. Either way, it's still funny though. It's a lot. Keep going.
Come on. And recently began to call beauty guru Jackie Anna a roach and things of that nature.
That is cool. Hey, it's a lot. Hey, these white people fire as hell. You see what I'm saying? They call you every name in the book. You see what I'm saying? But when you read it, it's just, hey man, it's just crazy, man. Sometimes you gotta laugh because we call these devils all types of things. Hey, this is horrible, man. Hey, they call us roaches, man. They call Serena Williams a horse and a monkey or something like that when she posed for the magazines.
You got a baby by one.
And now she got a baby by one of them.
Right.
And then this is the same woman that said that white men are better than black. And that's horrible. A lot of people was giving that sister attention. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people was trying to holler at the sister. But she chose the bottom of the nation, and she chose a white man. Go ahead. So that's worse.
So like it's something like what General YAHANNA was saying in class the other day, like once they get, they put the woman and give her the best jobs and give her to make her the CEO of the companies, and then they try to hold us down. And now the black woman feel like she can't get behind no black man that's on her level.
Right.
Which really she just simple as woman and running and going to chase a white man. The white man don't even respect you. He just want to hit you for your curves in your body, and then they throw you away.
And then that's what I'm saying. That's why they just use as a pawn in their own little game. That's why these white men play these sisters all the time, and they end up getting killed. You see what I'm saying? They end up getting killed, getting hooked on drugs, things of that sort. That's why you got Lamar Odom. Man, Lamar Odom has not learned his lesson. And I'll tell you why. I read an article where it says that Lamar Odom still believes that Khloe Kardashian is the love of his life. You see what I'm saying? He lost his mind. He lost his mind just like everybody else. Kanye West is still out of his mind. I don't recall this man being how he is until now. Go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
Until you start messing with it. Every time you start messing with the Kardashians, man, they fall short.
They fall short. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I was just thinking about the old Kanye when I was at work today. I was thinking the old Kanye, like I miss the old Kanye.
Right.
Ever since she started messing with that heathen, he lost it, man. He didn't turn into a straight Uncle Tom, Uncle Brother's ass nigga.
Yeah.
And he wasn't like that at first. He was really making true music at first. You know what I'm saying? He was halfway decent, like, you know, working slave ships, ain't nation. He was talking about the struggle.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, he done left his woman for a white girl. And Mark just lost everything. He don't have no character no more. Like,
man, I'm telling you, like it's damn near like, you know, they ain't got no soul. They ain't got no soul whatsoever. Like these white people have stripped them away, and that's in the Bible as well. That's why it's so important that we stick together. Because when we stick together, I mean, you can't separate us at all. You know, we got that strong bond. Like we solid, but now we ain't solid. That's why people come in. Like these white people are part of the body now. You see what I'm saying? Now you telling me my sister-in-law is white? Ah, hell no. See what I'm saying? What do you think our ancestors would think about that shit?
Right.
See what I'm saying? They in the graves just in the graves just turning back and forth. You see what I'm saying? Imagine what the Most High thinks about that all the time. I mean, you know what he did when Noah was around? He flooded the whole earth, man. And it was said in the Bible not to give our people to another people. And it's more than just the sex. What happens is you get turned away from the Most High. And ultimately you join their culture. You take on their traditions. And you forget about your own. And then what happens? The children do too. That's why it's like Nehemiah fought and beat the hell out of the Jews, because he said that your children will learn half Hebrew and half of the heathen. I believe it was Ashdod and Jew language. You see what I'm saying? Like, damn, he's like, look, like this is a curse, what you're doing. This is what destroys a nation. You know what I mean? These people, they benefit off of us and no one says anything. I see all those black entertainers, they be hugging and kissing on these rappers and like, yo, that's my bro. When Mac Miller died, he was another Jesus. When Nipsey Hussle died, he was another Jesus to niggas in the community, but blacks and Hispanics. That's what he was. Who else died that everybody loved so much? That was white. Give me somebody else that was great and white, or who was a heathen? Go ahead.
I ain't gonna say you know heathen, so I ain't gonna say you know heathen, but Michael Jackson was out of pocket. But you know what I'm saying? He died, so they glorified him.
Right, and you know what's so funny about that though? I'm glad that you said Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson wanted to be white.
To get to know why?
They said that he ended up having a skin condition, but he loved white people, especially white children. That's why he was molesting them. And we can't say that that's not true. I mean, you got children laying in your bed, and you got all these houses. I mean, my bad, you got all these rooms in this house. And you decide to sleep in that bed with them?
You got so much money, man. You almost a bid. If you want to bid that, man, you built up some kind of a little kid place.
Never Neverland. Never Hey, that's cool, man. Hey, man, it's crazy. It's called Never Neverland. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, yeah, but also, you know, a story of Peter Pan goes back to pedophilia. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know about that. You see what I'm saying? As far as leading the children to the wilderness and things of that sort, go ahead.
That's why they got this thing called pansexual.
Pansexual. There you go. See what I'm saying? Pansexual. It's more than that though. Think about the deities and things of that sort, sexual deviances when it comes to remember when the general broke down R. Kelly's story? Think about that. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's like you talking about the Pied Piper.
Pied Piper, yeah.
He used to play the flute, and the kids used to follow him into the woods,
right?
And they'll never see the kids again. He molesting the kids, killing them, and doing all types of stuff.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's what they get that. R. Kelly get that. I'm the Pied Piper for.
Yeah.
Because he molesting everybody, kids singing songs, molesting everybody, kids. And he's basically doing exactly what that deity, God, deity was doing. So it makes perfect sense.
And you know, not only that, you know, when it came to when it came to that breakdown, it also mentioned Michael Jackson as well. See what I'm saying? That lets you know that, you know, we are taking on, like, that's not our culture. Black and Hispanic people, like how Donald Trump says that we are this and we are that, it's them. You see what I'm saying? That is a taught behavior. That's their culture. And in the scriptures, we wasn't no damn child molesters. We wasn't no seducers. We wasn't none of that nasty, disgusting things. You see what I'm saying? That's why we have to separate ourselves from this world. Because if we don't, we become like the people of this world.
Right.
Like when it talks about in the Bible how like paraphrasing, of course, when how the heathens were round about us and how we were, you know, tempted to do what they were doing. That's why we ended up in horrible conditions like now today in America. We are slaves still. We are in cages spiritually.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We are trapped in white supremacy. That's why we do what they do. We love what they do. You know what I mean? And we are so blind that we have so much love for them, but hate for ourselves. All right. So is that it on that I gave you? You think we should? If so, go ahead.
It is mind-boggling to me that Kim Kardashian, who has 2 black children, 1 a black girl, this hypocrisy is crazy because this happens a lot. These women fetishize black men, hate black women, and appropriate our culture.
That's right. See what I'm saying? If you really pay attention, these white women don't give a damn about these black women. See what I'm saying? They hate these sisters. They rub it all in their face like, look, I got one of yours. You see what I'm saying? I got one of your men. And I'm finna have some baby. I'm finna be, you know, I want what you got. So I'm finna get me one. See what I'm saying? It's very disgusting, man. It's nasty. Every time especially at slave, you know what I mean? This black dude, the slave, you know, him and the white girl just left. You see what I'm saying? Because the job found out that they was going out. I never knew after slavery that, you know, you couldn't be married, you couldn't, you know, have relations at the job. I never knew that. I thought that was, you know, corporate jobs or something like that.
Right.
So anyway, they left. They did like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? But it comes out that old dude is married to a sister. He's married to a sister. No. This brother is married to a sister. But he's with this white girl at the job. I said, wow, and he got kids. I said, why would you choose this dog over a sister and your kids? That's what happened to OJ. OJ had a beautiful family. And then now this white woman comes into his life, and now his whole life is screwed up. Go ahead.
Like, you know, they be on.
What?
The devils, like they said, they could see was like a white woman. They play a little role.
Oh, yeah.
Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Do everything that the black man so-called what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
They get them.
Right.
They think that you be a white woman now.
You want.
6 months
like
down the line, you was doing somewhere.
There you go. There you go. Right. Right. Yeah. See, so especially in the entertainment world, it's damn near worse because that famous daddy is telling his daughter, you better yell and scream rape. So that way we get more money out of him, and I don't want you ever seeing him again. And if she don't do it, what happens? She's cut off financially from the family. Otherwise, she might get some type of punishment. They may not kill their daughter, but they will make some harsh punishment on her. They're gonna put a hit on her head. Go ahead.
So I want, but how you seeing it a lot too? It's like a self-hate thing.
It is.
Because like,
yeah, I'm getting to that too.
I see it all the time at the workplace, like especially like niggas go after the fattest, ugliest white girl they can find.
That's always the fattest white girl.
Like the most disgusting white dog they can find. Sloppy, ain't got no ass, nothing. A sloppy, nasty, wet dog.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And it irritates my soul. Like, if you want to get something like that, you can go get you a nice, voluptuous black woman with lips and curves, big brown, fine thing. Right. But you get the ugliest white dog you can find and think you own. It makes no sense to me.
I can't think. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've never been attracted to white girls in the world. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Hold on. Second grade. You know this don't count. In second grade, this don't count. Hold on. It's a lot here. Hold on. So, in second grade, this don't count. But I always say this, right? In second grade, it was this fine sister. You know, I'm a kid, so she a kid. But now we adults. See what I'm saying? Her, she was black. She was chocolate. So, I liked her. You know what I mean? But every time I try to holler at the little girl, you know what I mean? 'Cause I was little. I'm like, damn, like she was not trying to get with me. But she was always hanging around with this white girl. But she was such a crybaby. So I convinced myself as a second grader, if I get close to her white friend, maybe I get close to her. So I dated her white friend for like 2 days. No physical contact except for holding hands. But I end up getting to the black girl. But it's funny that, as a second grader, I would even go that far to even get a sister. It makes me think about today when brothers, they think they really are like a light when they get these white girls. Like it was so disgusting to hear about, like, for example, Travis Scott. Travis Scott is a good artist as far as music goes. But mentally, he's out of his goddamn mind. Just like anybody else that idolize white people. Because now who is he with? He's with another whore, a famous whore.
Kardashian whores.
Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Tiger first had her as a minor, which he could have got locked up for. See what I'm saying? I'm surprised he even dodged that. That nigga could have been locked up and the family allowed it. Damn well they wasn't just friends. See what I'm saying? They was married. They was having sex. You see what I'm saying? With each other. But after that didn't work out, who comes into the picture? Tiger. And all these rappers idolize trying to have sex with this girl. And she really did a number on black women. How's that?
She got lips and everything, but her pictures when she got all the surgery, that dog was ugly. That was an ugly dog. Like it was an ugly little chihuahua. Then she got some lips, you know what I'm saying? Got a body shaped up, throw some braids in her head. Now they think she the baddest thing on earth. She had plastic surgery and everything. You see what I'm saying? Imagine how she would look today, the same ugly little white girl. Now she's looking like a sister damn near. And then the skin as well. White girl always want to be sister. You see what I'm saying? But she can't. You know what I mean? And a lot of people try to come for her too with the whole grade situation. These people are disgusting, man. But let's get into the scriptures because I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you in the Bible who Black and Hispanic people really are. And we are gonna get into, how in the Bible, Black and Hispanic people were appropriated for their culture. All right. What I want you to get first is first things first. Let's get the image of Christ, and why that's very important. Let's get the image of Christ. Revelations 1:13, and I'm gonna give you proof
how there was so-called cultural appropriation in the Bible. I'm going to show you how our images were turned into someone else's image. Go ahead and get that out.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, a girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Verse 14.
It's like, read from the top, it's like, my bad.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
So in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, first things first, the candlesticks are the 7 schools, the churches, which are schools that Paul was ordained and ordered from Yahushua to be over those schools. Keep going. And
one
like in all those schools was involved with Israelites. Keep going.
One like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. Now, of course, he's talking about Yahushua, because Yahushua is who? The Son of Man. He was clothed with the fashionable garment. It's going to talk about fashion in this Bible. Keep going. And girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Meaning he had on a garment which comes over the shoulders. It's down to the knee. Past what? Past the knees? Past the knees. With a golden girdle. A golden girdle was a belt that held everything in place, his loins, as he was swinging that sword. Keep going. His head and his hairs were white like wool. And his what? His head and his hairs were white like wool. White like wool. See what I'm saying? Black people got woolly hair. We don't have stringy, soft, thin hair. Our hair is always thick. It's always abundance of hair when it comes to Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. As white as snow. White as snow. See what I'm saying? Not blonde. You know, I don't see white people with white hair. I see them with blonde hair, unless they dye it. Otherwise, their natural hair is blonde. See what I'm saying? It's never white. But Black and Hispanic people, in age, their hair can turn white. Like this brother right here. I see that brother right there. He has white hair on top of that black. See what I'm saying? Keep going. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Because that man was drinking wine. Them eyes was red. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. And his feet like unto fine brass. Like what? Fine brass. Like unto fine brass. Anybody got a penny? Anybody got a penny on you? A penny? I thought I just had. Hold on. Actually, yeah, I got a penny. Hold on. Let me show you something. I got a penny in here. Let me see something. Right here. Read that one more time. In his feet, like unto fine brass. Keep going. And his feet, it's going to tell you the color of his feet, of his skin. Keep going. As if they burned in a furnace. As if it did what? Burn in a furnace. What color is anything that is put in a furnace? Go ahead. Black. It's black. Or any shade of blackness, being brown. You see what I'm saying? It's this right here. This penny right here is brown. It's burnt in the furnace. And I remember being in school on a field trip. I remember being in a science class, and they showed us how pennies are made. And they show you how to clean them when they're dirty. They show you how to polish it and how to get it to this color. And this is brown. These are all burnt in the furnace. They have a process on how they are made. Keep going. It's giving you the texture. It's giving you, it gave you the fashion, right? It gave you the clothes that we wear, first of all. It gave you the texture of the hair, the color, the gold, and it also gave you the color of the skin, aka the nationality.
Because God is not a rainbow. I remember hearing that as a kid. God is rainbow. He's whatever you think he is. What the hell? What does that mean? I mean, what the hell does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. If I thought it was me, then I guess I'm Jesus then. That doesn't make any goddamn serious. I mean, make any sense. It's a lot to get my words mixed up. Keep going.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
As a what?
Sound of many waters.
This lets you know that this is a man with a loud speaking voice.
Right.
A loud voice meaning that he was loud. Because black people are naturally loud.
Damn right.
Niggas do not know how to be quiet.
Damn
And we don't
right.
know what the hell whispering is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soft-spoken brother. But at the same time, I don't know how to whisper.
Right.
Salaki. If we was hiding from, you know, the enemies, goddamn. If I get to talking shit, we all dead. Salaki. I'm just saying. Niggas don't know how to whisper, like the sound of many waters. When you hear the oceans crashing against the rocks from miles away, you can still hear it. You can still hear it. Keep going.
And he had in his hand 7 stars.
You stop right there. Go get First Maccabees 3:48. Aaron, pass it over to Aaron. Or you grab it up. First Maccabees, no, for you, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So that's going to be First Maccabees 3:48. You want this one right here? You want this? Is you want?
I got one.
Oh, no sweat, no sweat. All right.
First Maccabees 3 and what?
48. I want to make sure that you read that with a loud voice. Now, let me show you some black appropriation or cultural appropriation in the Bible. Because they tell you what in this earth. They tell you the people in the Bible are what?
White people.
They say that they're white. And I'm gonna prove that's wrong. Keep going. I mean, go ahead, 3:48. First Maccabees. Go ahead,
First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. And laying open the book of the law.
And they open the book of the law. And you are going to see who are the they. All right, keep going.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Now it said, who are the they? The they are the heathens. And the heathens did what? Keep going. I mean, read it one more time.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
They had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Now, who is Jesus today in the earth? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Caesar Borgia.
Caesar Borgia, a white devil.
Right.
Who had sex with who? Who was in an intimate relationship with who?
He had Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci. And Leonardo da Vinci is the one that painted Caesar Borgia. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
He's the one that painted those pictures. Now, in what country can you find our records to prove that these people in the Bible, such as Paul, Peter, Daniel, Christ, are not white people, but are what? Black people. What country can you find our records in? Go ahead. Okay, that's one place. Another place.
Russia got all our pictures.
Russia. What place in Russia?
Georgia.
No. Actually, it is. It could be that. Yeah.
I'm not sure the exact city, but I know.
No, I'm not talking about the city. I'm talking about what place.
In the museums.
Okay, yeah, but it's a name museum. It's very famous. Anybody know? Go ahead.
Is it in the South?
It's not in the Zion. Come on, give it to me. Come on, I know somebody knows. I know somebody got it. Start. Come on now. Come on now. I know somebody got it, man. I might just give it to y'all for time's sake. Hold on 1 sec. Something going on with the internet, I believe. So let me check that real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all a second real quick. Go ahead.
Russian Museum of Art?
No. The Vatican.
Oh,
The Vatican.
wow.
Go ahead.
The Vatican is up in Italy. It's not in Russia.
It's not?
No.
Oh, it's a lie. Oh, my bad. I'm mixing up those two.
Yeah,
Okay. It's in Russia. Yeah, it's definitely in Russia, but the Vatican holds our records too.
Just
go ahead.
The Vatican is in Rome, Italy.
Rome, Italy. My bad, Salaki. Because I'm thinking about not only that, but I'm thinking about when the Reformation Church, which is the Roman Catholic Church, stole our books.
They got this.
The Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? Which is the middle or hidden. Go ahead.
So like the Pope been running around with a black Jesus baby for the last year now. They worship the black Jesus. It's us that
worship the white Jesus.
Worship the white Jesus.
Of course, yeah.
They know, like you say, they got all of our artifacts and all of our records, everything under that cathedral.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was running across a lot of they got pictures of black Jesus all over. That's
what I'm saying, yeah.
You know, they got the real pictures of the black people. You know what I'm saying? The real Israelite is us in the United States that just don't want to accept. They would rather worship a white man than a black man. It seems like to me, they hate themselves so much,
right,
that they'll rather just worship a white Jesus. When you tell them Jesus is a black man and show them the pictures of the Pope running around with black Jesus all through the church, they don't want to accept it.
Right.
They'd rather worship a white man.
You're right about that. Salaki, they just stopped alive. Salaki, let me get that going real quick.
That's sad. That's real sad.
Khan, you're right about that. You're damn right. You're right, that's sad. Now I'm finna get to it. Watch this.
They believe white Jesus can walk on water, but so if you tell them black Jesus walk on the water, all of a sudden they don't believe no more.
Con, you're damn right about that. See what I'm saying? So read that one more time.
Verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
One more time.
Verse 48.
And
laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Now, these white people have painted the likeness of us in their own image, meaning that they took our records and put their face on them. Somebody give me Job 9:24. Jamal, give me Job 9:24. Give me Job 9:24 as a precept, and then let's run through these real quick. You can't tell me. Oh, damn, it's like you got it. 1 second. You can't tell me that in the Bible that because in the Bible says to prove all things. You can't tell me that we can't grab these scriptures, which is actually historical facts, to prove what we are saying about today.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. No wonder they lied to you and told you that Paul was white. That Paul said that you can sin. You can pray over that pork, all that disgusting crab and lobster, and you will be just fine. They told you to go to church on Sunday and worship a white God, and all your sins will be forgiven, although you're having sex with children. Whatever happened to having intercourse with your husband or your wife in a lawful manner? But now all of a sudden you say in the name of God in the church, you're able to do all these disgusting things. Who is the earth given it to?
The earth was given unto the hand of the wicked.
And it's so ironic how the white man used the Bible. Niggas now hate the Bible and say that's a white man's book. It became the white man's book when you forgot that it was your book.
Right.
You forgot that it was your records. Now that Christianity is attached to it, you believe that it's not your own records. And the white man is such the devil that the Bible speaks of. He knows what he's doing. He got you, I mean, at first you was into the book. See what I'm saying? Everybody forgets about Nat Turner. Everybody forgets about people who really started a rebellion based off of knowing the truth of the Bible.
Right.
Why do you think we started in 1969? And we ain't stopped once.
Right.
And ain't nothing stopped us. Because the Most High is with us. He dwells in his house, man. And everybody got to understand that. So keep going.
Come. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He does what?
Covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covers the faces of the judges thereof. This scripture is multifold, meaning it has more than one interpretation. The one that I'm going to touch on today, read it one more time.
Come. Book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked.
Is given to the hand of the wicked, right?
Come. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked is the people that are in rulership. The one that take peace out of the earth. The one that makes fun of you, makes a mockery of you and your culture, but then they capitalize off of it. All the blackface with Gucci, right? Niggas always screaming Gucci flip-flops, Gucci bag, Gucci headband, scarf, whatever. They tell you Gucci shoes, purses, the belt, all that. But Gucci out here making fun of you. With blackface scarves.
Right.
See what I'm saying? For the winter time. Who else? All these people do not want you wearing their product because they see you as a disgrace and disgusting. Go ahead.
Burberry.
Hoodie
with the noose around it.
With the noose. Shit, I heard Adidas too. Adidas had a shackle on the shoes. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Timberland too.
Timberland. Everybody knows the history about Timberland. What's another one? Michael Kors. Michael Kors said, I don't want black people wearing my brand. Prada said something about they don't like black people. Go ahead.
So like y'all want. It ain't the clothing. All of them told us that they hate us. From Tommy Hilfiger to Polo to Gucci to Prada. And we the one that make them rich.
We are the ones that make them rich. See what I'm saying?
Their clothing line wouldn't be nothing without black people.
America would not be nothing without black people. See what I'm saying? I remember we did I think Kodash was there. Yeah, I believe it's me, Kodash, Kanaya Allah, and somebody else. We did a social experiment is what we called it. A video that's somewhere on YouTube on our page where we asked black people, like, as far as separation, it has something to do with separation. You think you saw it?
I think y'all went to the mall.
Yeah, we went to the mall and asked questions about, do you think that black people, black people should separate from America? All the white people just kept saying, no, we need black people. The same thing that they say about Mexicans. 1 minute, we need to keep them on the other side of the wall. That's one side of white people. Then the other side of white people is like, no, we need them. Because if white people do this all on their own, they're done for. Every master, every slave master needs a slave, right? You know what I'm saying? The manager needs employees. Otherwise, how is it going to function?
Right.
See what I'm saying? How is it going to function? But when black and Hispanic people come together, we don't got to be slaves within each other. Yes, I can rank over you. Yes, you could be on top of me, but we are going to deal with each other with respect. And we are going to be cordial with each other. See what I'm saying? Right. That's the difference between us and them. With them, they want to take it a step above. They want to take advantage of you. Like white people don't show brotherhood to niggas. Right. They show a sense of brotherhood to their own, unless it's about that money. That's why the white man, the British went to war with each other because of taxes. See what I'm saying? Because of taxes, they went to war. But with us, We go to war with each other over the stupidest shit ever. It's a lot. Excuse my language. I know I'm not discussing. We go to war with each other over the dumbest things. So miscellaneous. Everything, man. Give me something that we go to war over. Go ahead.
Somebody accidentally step on your shoes or bump into you, I'll be ready to kill them.
You got some people out here who would try to kill you over their own false god. I was just talking to a captain on the phone last night. He's telling me that this dude damn near wanted to get into a fight with me over who was real. Which God was real, which YAHANNA, which Christ was real, the white one or the black one. And that's how serious it became out here. And the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Yeah, right.
I can't get enough of saying that. Read that one more time.
Come. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Keep going.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He do what?
Covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Give me an example of that. I just pretty much just said it throughout the whole class. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Took Jesus and made him a white dog. He took all of our culture. He took whitewash everything. That's what we would call it today, whitewash.
There you go, Khan. I like that word, whitewashing. I'll give you a great example. What's that thing called with the faces on that mountain? What is it? What is that called?
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Who should really be on there? Go ahead.
Black people, black and Hispanics, natives like Jesus and stuff like that.
Okay, I like that answer. But really, the founding fathers. Who was black and Hispanic founding fathers?
Moses. Jesus.
YAHANNA. Yeah, I would say YAHANNA. But more than anything, who are our fathers? That's what I'm really looking for.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Their faces should be on that monument, on that mountain. Not who's on there? George Washington. George Washington. And who else is on there? Lincoln. He hated niggas. He what did he do? I believe he had Native Americans. He had it's either blacks or natives. He had 257 of them lynched. And they said that he tried to help niggas. That's a damn lie. He was against niggas. Go ahead.
So-called
had a house slave.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Emancipation Proclamation was showed the so-called free slaves.
Right.
That make them look good.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
Salaki, so as no, they try to tell us like you said, the brother said that the emancipation was to free us, but they was riddled in prisons at the same time, just to lock us up.
Right.
If you really read the 13th Amendment,
right.
It say there's no involuntary work for a person unless he committed a crime.
Right.
So now they list us as criminals. Black people are criminals. That's the first thing they say. Black people are criminals.
Right.
So they can lock us up and we can be slaves again. So.
You're right about that. Hey, I'm glad you said that because the officer could buy to buy. And give him a hand, by the way. I'll tell you what he said. You know, I forgot about that because he said Lincoln said if he could win the war without freeing the slaves, he would do it. See what I'm saying? I do recall that in history.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's history. It's like everything is set up to show you that these people don't love you.
Right.
They don't give a damn about a nigga.
Right. I
can't wait to get home. I'm gonna stay up tonight. I want to watch a couple episodes of When They See Us. Y'all know about that? What? The Central Park 5.
Oh, kind of.
Where the 5 boys in New York were convicted of, falsely accused of raping and killing and murdering this white girl. You see what I'm saying? And until years later, because they did about 5 to 7 years in the jail. And was it Rikers Island? I believe it's Rikers Island. And until this dude came out and said that he's the one that murdered that girl. See what I'm saying? And a white woman put them boys in the jail system and tried to, you know, set them up, each one of them, to make a false statement saying that they did it. And they didn't really know what they were doing. They're 13, 14, and 15. They nervous, they trying to get out. And these men spent years in that jail. And now I believe all of them are still alive to this day right now. And they talk about the story, how horrible it was. Go ahead.
So like one of them just called Donald Trump the devil the other day.
There you go. I remember that. Yes, he called one of them the devil.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Because Donald Trump was the one that he was advocating
The
for the
death
death penalty to give to those boys.
I remember that.
And it was, so like, if I'm not mistaken, they were asking Donald Trump, like, this sound like hate, you hate black. He was like, shit, we need a little hate in this aspect of the
system or
whatever.
Right,
like, they wanted, like, Donald Trump don't mind hating nobody.
Right.
White people don't mind hating on nobody.
Yeah.
It's just when you tell black people that you need to hate your enemy, that's when it's a problem, because they look at the hate from a white
right.
out of white people's eyes. They think we're supposed to go hang white people when that's not what we tell them. We tell them love your people and leave the other people alone.
Right, just separate.
Just separate.
Just separate. That's it. And let me see. Give me Isaiah 51 and 23. Yep, yeah, because you said that, that's why I got this scripture right here. I'm gonna show you specifically what the white man is doing, and that's the psychological warfare, the brain, you know, the brainwashing of us. Go ahead.
So based on what he just did,
right?
You know, will be something like that with the death penalty and all that. We'll see. Arnold Schwarzenegger, man, became governor, and
Australia.
Now in California, man, he became governor. Isupk Williams already did all that time for murder, man. He came in, you know what I'm saying, and put that brother to death, man.
I remember that.
The death penalty, man. Isupk Williams, he's a gang chief of the Crips, man. He already doing his time, like 20-something years, man. He came in and put that brother to death, resentenced that brother, man.
Yeah, they resentenced.
It's a big deal.
How the hell you resentence somebody?
That's correct, man.
That's because that's not that. First of all, it's illegal for them to do
it.
That's called double jeopardy. Once you get sentenced, you get sentenced. For them, what they did to him was basically he was already serving the life sentence already.
So what's worse than that?
You know what I'm saying?
What's worse than that? And I'll give you something better. This I'm sure you heard the story. It's actually recent. I believe this man is I forgot what the man is. This man is going to be in jail for 76 years. 76 years based off of blind witness saying that she saw it's a blind crackhead witness that said that she believed that she saw this man at the crime scene. Go ahead.
So a blind woman said she seen somebody at the crime scene, and they gave him 78 years. Is what you're saying?
76 years.
Crazy.
You can't, yeah, like you can't make this up, huh? You can't make it up, man. And 76 years, like, ain't no telling that brother even got 10 years in that. I mean, to live, man. I mean, and this is a young brother, man. By the time he's 76 years, ain't no telling this brother is still alive, man. That's horrible, man. 76 years, man. It's a long time. You know, that sounds like, I don't know, man. Slavery, man. That sounds like 400 damn years of slavery all over again. I mean, you can't. I mean, like a person might want to commit suicide after hearing 76 years. Is there even? I mean, is that even a such thing, man? I heard something about 50 years before, and it's crazy as hell. It don't make no sense. These people are evil, man, and they allowed it. She's blind, and the headlines even say exactly what I say, based off of blind witness. That doesn't make any sense, man. And Jeremiah was just talking about this, and I finally looked at the article and was like, I can't believe this.
Wow, that's ridiculous, man.
That's ridiculous. That's beyond me, man. Go ahead. Isaiah 51 and 23.
Come.
Man, beyond me, I can. God damn.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 23. But I will put into thy hand of them that afflict thee.
So we will be put in the hand of them that afflict us. When I say us, I mean Israelite, Israel. So-called Hispanics, Native Americans, Black people. Think about all the affliction that we go through today. Keep going.
Which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground,
right,
and as the street to them that went over.
Is that it on that verse? Stop right there. What does that mean? That should be self-explanatory. Go ahead, Al.
It's like they want to step all on our back so they can get to where they want to go.
Meaning walk over us.
Walk over us, yes.
And what that's saying in a nutshell is that with all the blood, sweat, and tears that we do for them, meaning when it said bow down, that's us building up this empire. Us bowing down to them, listening to them, and they still expect us to stay on the ground after all that we did for them, and they want to walk over us. That's why I said like the ground. That's why they want us to walk. I mean, they want to walk over us with everything. That's why when you say slavery this, slavery that, they say, man, that's just in the past. We stop worrying about that. You Negroes always complaining. And you know, I saw something online the other day where this white person said that Black people got privilege, and he's so annoyed about how much they complain about this and that. Like sometimes I want to jump through the screen. It's like, who the hell told you that shit? We do not have any Black privilege. We don't have the privilege that these devils have.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we ain't saying that we begging for it, but at the same time, is you blind? You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of white people are so ignorant and prideful that they forget who they are. And it's like they don't see what's happening to us. It's damn near like the police brutality is just an accident every time. Every time a Black person gets shot in the streets, it's like, oh, that was just only a couple of times ago. When it's been going on for years, for centuries. Go ahead.
When they say, oh, they ain't nothing but criminals, so they
deserve it.
It's like we deserve it.
Right.
I see it all the time when you see those videos, watch the video, and you read through those comments. They say, oh, they wasn't nothing but criminals anyway. They should have complied. Should
have listened. Should have been a good. You see what I'm saying? Even when you do what you are supposed to do, they still seek out for your blood. See what I'm saying? And then, I mean, in Apocrypha, man, it tells you. I believe in this. I believe in Ecclesiasticus when it talks about never trust thy enemy. It talks about how even they're not satisfied with your blood. They want your soul.
Right.
It's like how evil can you be? What more do you want from me when you strip everything from me?
Right.
And this is the white man who is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Every time I look my team lead in the ball, my boss, my team lead, or just any white person at the job, I just look at them like they have a agenda. I look at these white people all the same. You can say whatever the hell you want to me in the nicest, sweetest way in any language, even in my own goddamn language, if you know it.
Right.
I would never still trust you.
Right.
I won't dance, I won't tap dance, I won't sing for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because my people is doing enough of that. I don't need to join that team. I want to join this house.
Right.
This team that's fighting up against the coonery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a fool. You know what I mean? The white man is the devil, man.
Yeah, right.
You can't tell me otherwise. All right. So go ahead and get 2nd Ezra 10 and 23. Aaron, select. Gonna call y'all each other. I can't wait till this shit's over with, man.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of it.
Man, it's crazy, man. The white man, man, this is crazy, man. We are stressed, depressed, and distressed. Go ahead.
Second Ezra, verse 10, chapter 23.
No, chapter 10.
Shalom, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Second Ezra, chapter 10, verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And which is the greatest of all, the seal of Zion has now lost her honor.
Now the who?
The seal of Zion.
The seal of Zion has lost her what?
The seal of Zion has now lost her honor.
Now has lost her honor. The her is us. Black and Hispanic people have lost our honor. We lost our honor. And the seal of Zion, what is the seal? The seal, my bad. What is the seal? What have Black and Hispanic people lost? Go ahead.
It's a lot of like basically saying we lost our dignity.
Our dignity, our name, and your name is your reputation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we lost. All right, keep going.
For she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us.
And who is that? Who the hell hates Zion? Zion is Israel. Who hates Israel? Who's the people that are not, loved of this earth, that are despised, that Zephaniah is speaking about? Go ahead.
Everyone hates Israel.
But who is everyone? Everyone has to have a name.
Heathens.
And who are the heathens? Break it down.
Esau.
Esau, who is who?
The white man.
The white man, keep going.
The Hamites, the Africans.
The so-called Africans,
the Moabites, the Chinese.
Who's Ammon now?
Ammon is Indian, these Indians?
No, Ammon is Japanese.
Ammon Japanese.
Keep going. They hate us.
Amalek, the fake Jewish man.
Still white. Still white. But who are the East Indians? No. Elam.
Elam.
Elam or Elamites.
Yeah.
Elam. So that's the East Indians with the dot, not the ones with the feathers. The ones with the feathers are Native Americans,
right?
Or Native Indians, I should say. Who else? Are we missing anybody else? Yes, we are. Go ahead.
It's about the Arabs.
And who are the Arabs?
Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites. See what I'm saying? Your corner, Captain Kadazan called DJ Khaled your hip hop corner store. Arab, type of Arab. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
He's your hip hop corner store type of Arab. See what I'm saying?
Damn, I thought DJ Khaled was a Hispanic.
Hell no. Hell no. You seen the son? Both sons? Yeah, you better search them up. French Montana as well. Go ahead. French Montana is a heathen as well. See what I'm saying?
Because Montana always talking about his culture, where he's from over there.
Always. You see what I'm saying? And the money that he takes from the hood, he takes it to the hospitals in his country, in Morocco. See what I'm saying? I believe Kevin Gates is a heathen too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's from Morocco. His father is. He should be, I believe, he's so-called Arab. Yeah. You know who the Weeknd is, right? The Weeknd's Ethiopian. I thought he's Arab. Yeah, he's Ethiopian. That makes perfect sense. Go ahead.
What's called that now? We just got people with the Browns.
Nipsey Hussle.
What was that?
Ethiopian, yeah. Yeah, a skinny ass Ethiopian. You see what I'm saying? If you ever want to fit in the African, call them a skinny. Because a skinny is a skinny body African with a big ass head. and they take offense to that. Otherwise, call their ass a pirate. And they would get heated and mad. Especially Somalis in Minnesota. If you call their ass a pirate, they'll damn try to sue you. They'll try to fight you. Call their ass a damn pirate. See what I'm saying? Salaki, let me see what's going on at the time. Oh, Salaki. Salaki, keep going on that real quick. Salaki, gotta get out of here. Damn.
Verse 24. and therefore shake off thy great heaviness.
No, actually, read verse 23 again.
Verse 23,
Mm-hmm.
and which is the greatest of all, the seal of Zion hath now lost her honor.
Now the seal of Zion has now lost her honor. The honor is, the law, statutes, and commandments. It's the flavor. It's us being the salt of the earth. See what I'm saying? That is our honor. Now, just to paraphrase, just to go on, now in Baruch, in Apocrypha, grab Baruch 4:1. I believe it's Baruch 4:1, just real quick. That's a precept. And then you're gonna have to get out of here. Salaki for the time. Hey, I went over that quick. Damn, Salaki. Go ahead, you got it?
Okay.
Is it highlighted?
Yeah.
Con. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 1.
Yep.
This is the book of the commandments of God
Uh-huh.
and the law that endureth forever.
Uh-huh.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
Actually, not that one. I'm gonna just paraphrase for time's sake. I believe it's how about verse 3? Verse 3.
Verse 3. Shalom. Verse 3. Give not thine honor to another.
Give what?
Give not thine honor to another.
Give not your honor to another. Keep going.
Nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
To a strange nation. What is profitable? What's profitable is these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's our way of life. It's our culture. That's why they take it from us. Then they call it their own, especially the Jewish. If you want to talk about cultural appropriation, talk about how all these white people try to take over your own music, your genre. You see what I'm saying? Your talent, your gifts. Try to take away, your seal. See what I'm saying? Which is the Dawadah. You know what I mean? The seal of King David. See what I'm saying? They try to take away your records and call it their own. And they capitalize it, call it Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Egyptology. What else is out there? You see what I'm saying? The hotel. You see what I'm saying? A bunch of homosexuals naked all the goddamn time. So put some damn clothes on. There's kids around here. You see what I'm saying? And homosexuals too. All right? And that's it for the class. All right? Catch us tomorrow as we get into the law class. Pay your tithes. July 25th to the 28th. We got a Midwest Fire weekend. All right, with that being said, share, like, and subscribe. With that being said, shalom, Israel.
Fire class.
Why? Egyptology.
Legion of swallowed. Hey, that was rolling at Captain Kazari. I know when they said Egyptology.